And now we move on to the main event, Julianna Pena versus Amanda Nunes, the rematch here, and it's going to be an interesting fight because if you watch Amanda Nunes versus Julianna Pena, the first fight, Amanda Nunes has success in the first, she drops Pena in the first, but after that it seems like almost like her cardio kind of falls off a cliff, and then she just sort of like gives up. It's weird. Like she did give up. Juliana Pena didn't even have hooks in that submission, and Nunes just tapped. She just didn't want to be there anymore, which is weird, man. It's really weird, but it kind of comes down to a bad weight cut, in my opinion. I think even Nunes' team has said that she had a bad weight cut, and I think it's just because Nunes was so used to fighting at 145. Like, if you think about it, she fought Holly Holm, I believe, at 145, GDR at 145, Felicia Spencer at 145, Megan Anderson at 145. Like, she fought at 145 for at least a year and a half consistently without defending a bout at 135, and then she come down to Julianna Pena, fought Julianna Pena, and she had a 145 build, and she was trying to drop down a weight class, and it just didn't quite work. And that's my opinion. Now I feel like she's committed to 135. The weight cut's not going to be an issue, and I think she is going to beat Julianna Pena. I'm picking Amanda Nunes here, and then I think Julianna Pena is such a good pick, though. I really do respect anyone doing it because I think it does make a lot of sense. Especially if the fight leaves the first or the second round even, and you get the fight into the third round, the fourth round, the fifth round. Julianna Pena, I think, potentially could look to take over. And Julianna Pena as well is a very well-rounded fighter. Herself, but if you look at the Ultimate Fighter season 30, in my opinion, man, like, Pena isn't really living in Nunes' head. Nunes is very unfazed by this loss, and I feel like Pena's trying to capitalize on it, but Nunes just doesn't really seem to be too bothered that she lost to Pena. I think that Nunes is motivated to get the fight, to get the win back, and even if she does beat Pena, like, do we get a trilogy? Do we get a third fight between the two? I mean, women's 135 is so dead right now, and it might actually just make sense to do a trilogy to hold up the division because there's literally nothing going on there. Like, who do you have as title challenger up there? Like, Irene Aldana? Is she even fighting at 135 at the moment? Like, yeah, I think Nunes is going to win. I think she's going to knock out Pena. I think it's going to happen in the first or the second round. I think maybe if the fight enters the third, fourth, or the fifth round, maybe Pena is pretty live to use her wrestling, use her grappling to wear out Nunes and get a submission. But I'm picking Nunes to win. I'm trusting her, man. I think she's just a better fighter than Pena. She really is really good. I mean, that's a terrible reason to pick someone. I think they're really good, but I just think that Nunes is really good. I think she's just better than Pena. I do believe that. So yeah, give me Nunes to beat Pena in this one here in the main event. As always, keep it toasty, and I'll see you in the next one.